2 Timothy chapter 3. Now you must be continually knowing this, that during the last days, from then until the end of this age, savage time periods will set in, for humans will be selfish, fond of money, arrogant, proud, slanderers, unpersuaded by their parents, ungrateful, those who adulterate pure things, without natural affection, unfriendly, adversaries, uncontrollable, fierce, not fond of whatever is good, traitors, reckless, conceited, and more fond of pleasure than of Almighty, having a form of great devotion, although they have denied its power. You must be continually turning away from these people, for among these people are the ones who are slipping into households and taking captive weak women who are heaped high with wrongdoings, who are being led by various desires, and who are always trying to learn but never able to come to a full knowledge of the truth. Now in the same way that Jannes and Jambres, powerful false prophets, stood up against Moses, Exodus 7 verses 11 through 12. So also are these standing up against the truth, humans with depraved minds, disapproved in regard to the faith. But they won't progress further, for their foolishness will be obvious to everyone, just as the foolishness of Jannes and Jambres also became obvious. Now you have closely followed me in my teaching, motive, purpose, faith, patience, love, and endurance, persecutions, and sufferings, such as occurred to me at Antioch, a city in northwest Syria, Iconium, a city of Lycaonia, southeast central Turkey, and Lystra, also Lycaonia. What persecutions I underwent! But the Master rescued me from all of them. Now everyone who wants to live a very devoted life in union with the Anointed One Jesus will be persecuted. Yet wicked humans and swindlers will progressively get worse and worse, leading others astray and being led astray themselves. Yet you must be continually staying with those things that you have learned and firmly believed, since you are aware of from whom you learned them, and that from a baby you have been acquainted with Almighty's sacred writings, that are able, by means of your faith in the Anointed One Jesus, to give you wisdom that is going to result in salvation from destruction. Every pure writing is inspired by Almighty, and beneficial for teaching, for exposure, for correction, and for training in things that are right and just, so that the human of Almighty might be continually capable, thoroughly equipped for every good work. 2 Timothy chapter 4. In the sight of Almighty and the Anointed One Jesus, who is going to be judging the living and the dead, and by his appearing and his kingdom I give testimony to you. You must proclaim the word. You must be ready to do it, whether it is in an opportune time or not. You must expose, rebuke, and encourage them with all patience and teaching. For the time period will come when they won't tolerate healthy teaching. Rather, they will want to have their ears tickled. They will heap up teachers, one upon another, who are in accordance with their own desires. And on the one hand, they will turn their ears away from the truth, while on the other hand, they will turn aside to myths. Yet you must continually be sober in all things. You must suffer bad things, and must do your work of spreading the good message, and must fully carry out your service. For I am already a drink offering, and the time period for my unloosening, of my tent or my body to move on, is already standing nearby. I have contended in the ideal contest. I have completed my course. I have kept the faith. Furthermore, there is reserved for me the winner's crown for doing what is right and just, that the Master, the just judge, will pay to me on that day, the day of the last age. Yet not only to me, but also to everyone who has come to permanently love his appearing. You must be diligent to come to me quickly, for Demas has forsaken me because he loved this current age, and has gone to Thessalonica, a city in Macedonia, North Greece. Crescens has gone to Galatia, Central Turkey, and Titus to Dalmatia, Yugoslavia. Only Luke is with me. You must pick up Mark and bring him with you, for he is profitable to me for service. Now I have dispatched Tychicus to Ephesus, a coastal city in Lydia, West Turkey. When you come, you must bring the heavy coat that I left in Troas, a free city on the coast of Mysia, northwest Turkey, with Carpus, and the scrolls or books, especially the parchments. Alexander the coppersmith displayed many bad actions against me. The Master will repay him according to his works. You must guard yourself against him, for he has vigorously stood up against our words. When I first defended myself in court, no one came to help me. Instead, everyone forsook me. May it not be regarded against them. Yet the Master stood by me and invigorated me, so that through me the proclamation might be fully carried out, and so that all the pagans might hear it, and I was rescued out of the lion's mouth. Daniel 6 verse 20, and musical composition 22 verse 21. The Master will rescue me from every wicked work, and will save me from destruction, for his kingdom from the heavens. May he be esteemed for the remaining ages, the present age and the last age of the ages. Let it be true, or let it be so. Hug for me Priscilla and her husband Aquila, and the household of Onesiphorus. Erastus stayed in Corinth, in Achaia, South Greece. And since Trophimus was weak or sick, I left him in Miletus, on the coast of Caria, southwest Turkey. You must be diligent to come before winter. Wanting to hug you is Eubulus, and also Pudens, Linus, and Claudia, and all the brothers and sisters. May the Master be with your spirit. May favor be with you.